Hello, everyone. This is Chaplain Christina Montel, and I am with Carrier Air Wing 7, stationed out of Naval Air Station Oceana in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And this is Stepping Off the Brow, a show for sailors and military-connected civilians where we look at life's issues on both sides of the brow. So whether you're stepping off the brow to come to work, stepping off the brow to come home, or whether you're waiting for someone to step off the brow to come home, this show is for you. More importantly, during this time of COVID-19 and all things Navy life, we want to introduce you to people and their stories that can give you strength for today and a bright hope for tomorrow. Today we have with us Airman Stephen Martinez-Aguillar. He is currently assigned to VAW 121, Go Blue Tails, stationed at Naval Station Norfolk in Norfolk, Virginia. The Blue Tails are part of Carrier Air Wing 7. Airman Martinez-Aguillar will be sharing his experiences of coming into the Navy, some sea stories from his first deployment, and just some wisdom from his time at sea and coming home.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. It's really an honor to be here and to share my experience with you and then the rest of the world.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to ask you right off the cuff. Tell us about yourself. Where you're from? How old are you? What's your family look like growing up? Kind of give us a little bit of backstory on who you are.
Yes. My name is Steven. Obviously, like was mentioned, I'm from Orlando, Florida. And my family growing up, I was an only child until I was 11-ish or so. And then a beautiful sister came in life. So she's a blessing and I'm really grateful for her. And yeah, that's about it. You know, I never really got in trouble and whatnot, just stayed in school. I like watching movies and whatnot.
Just out of curiosity, how old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Oh my gosh. Were you born in 2000?
No, 1999.
1990. He's a kid of the 90s. He knew the 90s.
He's a 90s kid.
I would say.
I remember 1999. That makes me feel old. Awesome. Okay, so.
Hey, so, Mr. Martinez, why did you join the Navy?
I joined the Navy because I wanted to start my career. And the way that I was taught, by my family is that, it's like building a house. You have to build the grounds, like they have to be solid, they have to be like firm and whatnot. So like that's like the start. So I saw the Navy when I was in high school, I was in JROTC, and then that really motivated me and that really like taught me discipline somewhat. So I figured I like this. This is something that, I'm passionate about. So I'm going to pursue it. I'm going to work hard for it. And then the next thing I know, I was on my way to boot camp.
And why did you pick aviation?
I picked aviation because I always like aircraft. Like when it comes to movies and whatnot, obviously Top Gun, huge inspiration. Yes, I think everyone can agree that that's a classic movie. So that's what made me lean towards aviation. There were other jobs that really grabbed my attention, but I picked aviation mainly because, something that I wanted to get familiar with and whatnot, and the opportunities that it would open up to me, like the doors and whatnot that it can open in my future. So, and I do not regret it. I do not regret it. I have learned so much through the most amazing people. I've learned just about everything in my platform. So for that, I'm really grateful.
So do you know what rate you're going to strike and when are you going to strike?
AM, like in aviation mechanic and airframer really attracts me, really has my attention. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's obviously Top Gun. I mean, probably Chaplain Salito probably saw that in the theaters because he's old enough to be able to do that. But
it's a good time.
How was your experience checking into your first command? And then kind of how long have you been in the Navy? I know you joined us on deployment, correct?
Yes, that is correct. And I have been in the Navy roughly it's about to be 2 years.
Okay.
And a couple months. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then what has it been like being at VAW 121? Kind of like that transition from boot camp and then you did C school, right? As an undesignated airman?
Yes,
And then going to straight out to deployment, correct?
yes.
What,
Some
how
people,
was that?
most people, like like friends that I have like from boot camp and whatnot, like they were kind of like surprised that I would go straight into a deployment like right away, and I'm actually grateful for that because I got the opportunity to see what the world is and what the real Navy is, like the fleet. And is I can tell you now that it wasn't necessarily easy. It wasn't necessarily comfortable, but it did really like taught me a lot. Like all those like those days of like hard work and whatnot really you know just a whole new experience in life, a whole new point of view about what the Navy is. So, but for that, I'm also really grateful. It really humbled me a lot. The camaraderie that you learn, and how to work along with people, how to get along with people, and how to depend on one another. I think it's something that everyone should know.
So did you caught onto the Lincoln when we were at deployment?
Yes,
So
that
you
is
got a
correct.
trap already?
Yes.
Yeah, I did
All right,
too.
so you're using language for the
Oh,
uninitiated, cod and trap.
okay. Well, Airman Martinez, why don't you explain those to us?
Oh, cod, flying in a cod is a bit sketchy, but it was also a fun experience. Yes.
So what is the cod?
A cod is an aircraft that helps transport personnel and supplies from land to the ship when it's at sea.
And then what's a trap?
Trap.
The trap is the wire that catches the aircraft when we're in the aircraft carrier.
Yeah. So for the uneducated out there, what they do is they just fly down and basically they have a hook on the back and they catch a wire and then they basically just pull them stopped. It's kind of terrifying.
A bit, it's a bit, yeah, but it's an experience that I have the privilege to say that I've been through or that I went through, and yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Was that your first?
Okay, I think now we're going to go on to our next section, which I fondly call this the ramming speed section. And that's because this is my tip of the hand to Ben-Hur, the classic movie. Have you ever seen Ben-Hur?
Negative, sir.
Oh, another
More like
one.
Ben Who.
Ben who? Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur.
And so when the ship is supposed to go really fast, that's called ramming speeds. This is our rapid fire section. So we're going to ask you some questions really fast. And don't think about it, just answer them. Ready, Christina?
All right, I'm gonna start you off, okay? So cake or
Yeah.
pie?
Cake,
Godfather or Star Wars?
The Godfather,
Good answer.
You like the word dapper?
Dapper, no.
All right, big dogs or small dogs?
Small dogs,
Yes, yes.
How many hours of sleep do you need a night?
8.
All right. Could you say "good day, mate" in an Australian accent?
Yes. Good day, right?
Love it.
Okay. And what is your favorite card or carb? Bread, pasta, rice, or potatoes?
Potatoes.
Okay, interesting. Actually, that's for the whole group. Mine is bread. Oh, give me all the bread.
Your bread. I like potatoes.
Potato bread.
Potato.
Why
A
not?
good potato roll.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe. So I just want to say this has been real helpful. So Aaron Martinez, thank you for joining us. This idea that you brought positivity and motivation to an experience that you say was just hard, but you also say makes a difference. I think that sums up really well.
Yes, once again, thank you for the opportunity. It's been really, 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 really awesome. I hope that everything that I say can help sailors in the future, and that they can use what I've said, as an example, as motivation.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. This has been, I mean, that was my first deployment. So when you were talking about all the things of like getting the traps and all that other stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember all that. So yeah, just thank you that, and it gives a different perspective for, especially a young, fresh out of boot camp sailor who really doesn't know what the bow or the stern or the port or whatever, starboard, all the things. So,
All the things.
all the things.
All right. Well, that concludes this episode of Stepping Off the Brow. We'll see everybody again next week.
Our theme music is the song Josie O by Jamie Stone. Random Speed music is the song Music to Clean Your House to by Jennifer Levin. The views and opinions expressed are those of the hosts or guests and not the United States Navy. You can subscribe to Stepping Off the Brow wherever you find your favorite podcast. And of course, please feel free to share this with your shipmates, friends, or family. See you next week.